follow such a fatal wedding. If Seidel marries Laser Wolf, I pity them both. She'll live with him 3 weeks, and when 3 weeks are up, I'll come to her by night. I'll take her by the throat and this'll give your Zeidel, that'll give your Zeidel, this'll give your Zeidel. Here's my wedding present if she marries Laser Wolf.
Such an evil spirit. May it fall into the river. May it sink into the earth. What a dark and horrible dream. And to think it was brought on because you went to see that butcher. If my grandmother Seidel, may she rest in peace, came all the way from the other world to tell us about the tailor, then all we can say is that it is all for the best, and it couldn't possibly be any better. Amen.
Amen.
A blessing on my head, mazel tov, like Grandma Seidel said, mazel tov, we'll have a son-in-law like no one ever saw, the tailor Mazel Kamzol.
We haven't got the man
Mazel tov,
we had when we began.
mazel tov,
But since your grandma came, she'll marry, what's his name?
the tailor Mazel Kamzol.
The tailor Mazel Kamzol. The tailor Mazel Kamzol. The tailor Mazel Kamzol.
Zeidel is marrying Model?
Yes. No.
Mazel tov, Model.
Thank you. Excuse me. What's all the excitement about?
Didn't you hear? Tevye Zeidel is going to marry...
I know. Laser Wolf, the butcher.
No! Model, the tailor.
Model the tailor? That's terrible. I must go congratulate him.
Can you believe it? Zeidel is marrying Model. I can't imagine.
What's wrong with my son, Montel?
Oh, excuse me, Shazel. I mean Mazel Tov.
Yusel, do you have a wedding hat for me?
Laser Wolf purchased the hat, but it's not cheap.
I got his bride, I can get his hats.
Come then, Model. Come.
Oh, Pop, do you want to talk to me? I'll be back soon.
Of course.
Thank you, Pop.
Come then, Model.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Mazel tov, Hava.
Please, may I pass?
Why? I'm congratulating you.
All right, stop it.
Now, what's wrong with you?
Just stop it.
Now, listen here, Fiedka.
Goodbye, Sasha. I said goodbye. I'm sorry about that. They mean no harm.
Don't they? Is there something you want?
Yes, I'd like to talk to you.
I'd rather not.
I've often noticed you at the booksellers. Not many girls in this village like to read. Would you like to borrow this book? It's very good.
No, thank you.
Why? Because I'm not Jewish? Do you feel about us the way they feel about you? I didn't think you would.
What do you know about me?
Well, let me tell you about myself. I'm a pleasant fellow. Charming, honest, ambitious, quite bright. Oh, and very modest.
I don't think we should be talking this way.
I often do things I shouldn't. Here, take the book. It's by Heinrich Heine. Happens to be Jewish, I believe.
That doesn't matter.
You're quite right. Good. After you've finished, I'll ask how you like it, and we can talk about it for a while. Then we can talk about life and how we feel about things. It can all turn out quite pleasant.
Fiedka, can I do something for you?
No thank you.
Oh, you forgot your book.
No, it's mine.
Thank you, Papa.
Good day, Hava.
Good day.
Fiedka.
Good day, Fiedka.
Is this the little girl I carried? Is that the little boy at play?
I don't remember growing older. When did they?
Of wisdom can I give them? How can I help to ease their way?
They must learn from one another day by day.
They look so natural together.
Just like two newlyweds should be.
Is there a canopy in store for me?
Sunrise, sunset, sunrise, sunset, swiftly fly
My friends, we are gathered here tonight in joy with newlyweds Model and Zeidel. May they live in peace to a ripe old age. Amen.
Amen.
Here comes our beloved Rabbi. May he be with us for many, many years.
Amen.
Amen.
I would now like to present that the bride's parents have gotten the newlyweds a lovely new feather bed, a pair of goose pillows.
Goose pillows.
Yes, goose pillows and a pair of candlesticks. But now, let us not in our joy forget those who cannot be here tonight. Our dear, dear departed, who lived a life of pain, poverty, and hardship, and died in pain, poverty, and hardship. But enough tears, for we should be merry, like our good friend Laser Wolf, who has no ill feelings. In fact, he has something he would like to present to the bride himself. Come, Laser.
As he said, I have no ill feelings. What's done is done. I'm giving the newlyweds 5 chickens, one for each of the first 5 Sabbaths of their married life.
Laser, you are a good man. On behalf of my daughter and her new husband, Mottel, I accept your gift. As the good book says,
Reb Tevye, I am not marrying your daughter.
if
I
you
don't
would
have to
only
listen to
give
your
me a
sayings.
minute, I was going to say
Why should I listen to you, a man who breaks an agreement?
Listen, not now, in the middle of a wedding.
I have a right to speak.
What right? This isn't your wedding.
It should have been,
Reb Laser, do not shame Reb Tevye at his daughter's wedding.
but he shamed me in front of the whole village.
Quiet, quiet. The rabbi. Say something. I say, let's sit down.
You all heard the rabbi. Let's sit down.
I would now like to sing a song.
And you can keep your diseased chickens.
You leave my chickens out of this. We had an agreement.
The terms weren't settled.
We drank on it.
But the terms were not settled. What's done is done.
Once a butcher, always a butcher.
I had a sign. My grandmother came to us from the grave.
What sign? What grandmother? My grandfather came to me and told me her grandmother was a big liar.
You know that's
We
not
drank on it.
The terms were not
An
settled.
agreement between men is an agreement, Tevye.
You wouldn't know one from another.
They drank on it. An agreement. A sign. It's all nonsense. Zeidel wanted to marry Model, and not Laser.
A young girl decides for herself?
Yes, why not? They love each other.
Terrible.
He's a radical.
What happens to the matchmaker?
We know. Let's sit down.
Musicians, play a dance. Come on, dance. It's a wedding.
Perchik, who will dance with me?
That's a sin.
It's no sin to dance at a wedding.
But with a girl.
This is what comes from bringing a wild man into your house.
He's not a wild man. His ideas are a little different, but
It's a sin.
It's no sin. Ask the rabbi. Go ahead, ask him.
Well,
it's not exactly forbidden.
you see, it's not forbidden.
And it's no sin. Now, will someone dance with me?
Huddle.
Only a dance, Mama.
Play.
Look at Tevia's daughter.
she's dancing with a man.
I can see she's dancing. And I'm going to dance with my wife, Golda. Golda!
We came at a bad time. Tevye, I'm sorry, but the orders are for tonight. For the whole village. Go on, play. Play. All right, men. All right, that's enough. I am genuinely sorry, you understand?
Of course.
Come.
Take him inside.
What are we all doing standing around? Come on. Let's clean up. That was quite a dowry you gave my daughter Zeidel at her wedding. Was that necessary? Anyway, Mottel and Zeidel have been married almost 2 months now. They work very hard. They're as poor as synagogue mice. But they're so happy. They don't even know how miserable they really are. Mottel has been talking about a sewing machine. Now, I know you're very busy, God. Wars, floods, plagues, revolutions, all of those little things that bring people to you. But couldn't you take a second away from your catastrophes and get it for him? Would that be so hard? And while you're in the neighborhood, my horse's left leg. Am I asking too much? As the good book says. Why should I tell you what the good book says?
Please don't be upset, Huddle.
Why should I be upset? If you must leave, you must.
I do have to. They expect me in Kiev by tomorrow morning.
So you told me. Then goodbye.
Great changes are about to take place in this country. Tremendous changes. But they won't happen by themselves.
So naturally, you feel that you personally have to...
Not only me. Jews, Gentiles, many people hate what is going on. Do you understand?
Yes. Of course I understand. You want to leave. Then goodbye.
Huddle, your father, the others, they all think that what happened at Zeidel's wedding was just a little cloudburst. And it's over. And everything will be peaceful again. It won't. Horrible things are happening all over the land. Violence, pogroms, whole villages are being emptied of their people. And it's reaching everywhere. And it will reach here. Do you understand?
Yes. I suppose I do.
I have work to do. The greatest work a man can do.
Then goodbye, Perchik.
Before I go, there is a certain question I wish to discuss with you.
Yes?
A political question.
What is it?
The question of marriage.
This is a political question.
In a theoretical sense, yes. You see, the relationship between a man and woman known as marriage is based on mutual beliefs, a common attitude and philosophy towards society.
And affection?
And affection. This relationship has positive social values. It reflects a unity and solidarity.
And affection.
Yes. And I personally am in favor of it. Do you understand?
I think you're asking me to marry you.
Oh, in a theoretical sense. Yes, I am.
I was hoping you were.
Then I take it you approve. And we can consider ourselves engaged, even though I'm going away. I'm very happy, Huddle. Very happy.
So am I. What's the matter, Perchik?
Well, I used to tell myself that I had everything, but that was only half true. I had an aim in life, and that was everything, but now I even have you. I have something that I would die for, someone that I can live for too. Yes, now I have everything. Not only everything, I have a little bit more. Besides having everything, I know what everything's for. I used to wonder, could there be a wife to share such a difficult, wandering kind of life?
Out of sight, waiting right here.
Who knows tomorrow where our home will be?
I'll be with you, and that's home enough for me.
Everything is right at hand, simple and clear. I have something that I would die for, someone that I can live for too. Yes, now I have everything. Not only everything, I have a little bit more. Besides having everything, I know what everything's for. I will send for you as soon as I can. It will be a hard life, Hoddle.
But it'll be less hard if we live it together.
Yes.
Good evening.
Good evening, Reptevia. I have bad news. I must leave this place.
When?
Right away.
I'm sorry to hear that, Perchik. We will all miss you.
Oh, but I have good news as well. You can congratulate me.
Congratulations! For what?
We are engaged.
Engaged?
Yes, Papa, we're engaged.
No, you're not. I know you like him, and he likes you. But you're going away, and you are staying here. So have a nice trip, Perchik. I hope you'll be very happy. My answer is no.
Please, Papa, you don't understand.
Oh, I understand. I gave my permission to Mottel and Zeitel, so you feel you also have a right. I'm sorry. Go in good health, Perchik. My answer is no.
Papa, you don't understand.
No. You're not listening. I'm sorry, Hoddle, but we'll find someone for you here, in Anatevka.
Reptevia.
What is it?
We are not asking for your permission, only your blessing. We are going to get married.
You're not asking for my permission.
But we would like your blessing, Papa.
I can't believe my own ears. My blessing? For what? For going over my head. Impossible. At least with Mottel and Zeitel. They asked me, they begged me, but now if I like it or not, you'll marry him? So what do you want from me? Go on, be wed, and tear out my beard and uncover my head. Tradition, they're not even asking permission from the Papa. What's happening to the tradition? One little time I pull out a thread, and where has it led? Where has it led? Where has it led? To this. A man tells me he's getting married. He doesn't ask me. He tells me. But first, he abandons her.
Oh, he is not abandoning me, Papa.
As soon as I can, I will send for her. I love her.
He loves her. Love. It's a new style. On the other hand, weren't our old ways once new? On the other hand, they decided without parents, without a matchmaker. After all, did Adam and Eve have a matchmaker? Yes, they did. Then it seems these two have the same matchmaker. They're going over my head. Unheard of. Absurd. For this they want to be blessed. Unthinkable. I'll lock her up in her room. I couldn't. I should. But look at my daughter's eyes. She loves him. Tradition. Very well, children.